side this time. So with that type of player, you have to, how do you defend? You defend deep, you get tight, he spins you. It's a difficult game against him.
We don't like to fight. This is maybe the problem for Kylian Mbappe.
Right. There's not many defenders like me anymore. That's the trouble.
It's finished.
Wayne knows that as well.
Back in the day when you were playing for England, you had some defenders in mind who you probably look at and say, I've got his number today. So
I think he always team and defenders to a certain extent who you enjoy playing against him. For instance, he was always very difficult for me to play against him, and he's not weren't the quickest, but positionally he was very good. So it's I put that as defenders you enjoy playing against, which yeah, it depends on the defender, on the team, how they set up, but there's a few.
Okay, there were a few. Okay, we wait for all that to be revealed shortly. He's with us for a while. Don't worry. Very quickly, Robert, if you were to pick a surprise winner, perhaps, or an X Factor team, perhaps in this tournament, which one would that
team?
Yeah,
Surprise. Maybe Serbia.
Serbia.
Yeah.
And why would you go with Serbia?
Because they have very good players, very good talented, very technical players, and I like Mitrovic. He's a good, for me, he's a good, very good striker. He's sharp in front of the target. So yeah, Serbia.
Same question for you, Saul.
I think Belgium, very good team, always seem to be, fantastic in the beginning and kind of drop off. Hopefully they can, surprise and get to the final or get to the semis, and you never know. But for me, they're a surprise team. Always fantastic on paper and never kind of make it. So maybe they surprise everybody this time.
I will not remind you about the result in the third place game in the last World Cup, but I will move to Wayne and ask you a similar question. Wayne, which team would you think could surprise the Germans, perhaps, since you picked them as the title contenders?
Yeah, I don't think it's really surprising, and the same with Belgium. I don't think it'd be a surprise if they win it. I think a surprise one for me is Wales, really, not to win the tournament, but to go on a run and with the spirit they have. I know they'll be very difficult to play against, so I think they potentially could surprise people on how far they go.
I mean, it is a momentous occasion for Wales as well, and Wayne's touched upon it already. For the first time in the World Cup since 1958, that was even before England won their first ever World Cup. So we'll be keeping our eyes on Wales as well, who will be in action tomorrow. But it's all about the first game tonight. Qatar in action against Ecuador. No host nation has ever lost their first game in a World Cup, and they will be looking to build on that legacy. Will Qatar, but Ecuador are not going to make things easy.
It feels like time has gone by very quickly, but I think that the country has worked very hard to get to this point, and we're really looking forward to it, because it'll be an historic moment for us.
Felix Sanchez and his Qatar squad, years of preparation have led to this opening match. The reigning Asian champions kick off the tournament at Al Bayt Stadium, where they had a 100% record at last year's FIFA Arab Cup. No host nation has ever lost their opening match at World Cup, but they face an Ecuador side who haven't conceded in their last 6 games, a national record.
I'm privileged to bear my country's dreams on my shoulders, together with these players. Not only playing the World Cup, but playing the opening match.
In what could be a tight game, 2 key forwards will be the ones to watch. Almoez Ali has played for Felix Sanchez since his youth, becoming an Asian champion at under-19 and senior level in that time. At the 2019 Asian Cup, he got 9 goals to finish as top scorer, setting an all-time competition record. The Al Duhail forward has 41 international goals in 85 games, and 1 more will equal Qatar's record. Already Ecuador's all-time top scorer with 35 goals, Enner Valencia is also his nation's captain. Currently at Fenerbahce in Turkey, he's played club football in Ecuador, Mexico and England. Valencia made his international debut in 2012, and this will be his second World Cup, scoring 3 times in 2014. And a goal in this fixture will take him past Agustin Delgado to become Ecuador's top scorer in this event.
All right, the moment is here. No matter what happens with Qatar in the World Cup, these 11 players will be remembered for a long, long time in the Arab world and in Asia, and of course in Qatar. Let's get to the lineup for the home side. The Asian champions, led admirably by Felix Sanchez. Over the years, he came to Qatar in 2006, if my memory serves me right, and then became the senior team head coach in 2017. And this is a huge moment for somebody like Al-Sheeb, who starts in goal for them. He's been an old warhorse for them, so he's got plenty of experience in the middle of the sticks. And of course, the possibility is that they're likely to play with 5 at the back. If they bomb forward on a counter-attack, you'll expect somebody like a Pedro and an Abdul Karim Hassan, for one of the former Asian Players of the Year, to bomb forward. Kuki and Bassam and Homam will be in the center of that defense. Moving forwards, you'll have Budep and Hatem, who's got a few goals in him, and the captain Al Haydos, who lit up the AFC Asian Cup alongside Almoez Ali and Akram Afif, who you'll see shortly as well. 4 changes to the side that beat Albania in a friendly encounter in preparation for this World Cup. Watch out for this duo, because Akram Afif is a creative force for Felix Sanchez's side, while on the other hand, Almoez Ali has already grabbed enough and more headlines, having picked up the Golden Boot in the Asian Cup, and performed admirably in the CONCACAF Gold Cup as well. So that's the Qatar lineup, right? So it's only fitting that we go to the tactical zone, where a certain Pradyum Reddy has got enough nuggets for us to discuss with Sol Campbell. Right. So at the moment we look at the lineups. I think the key players, as Anand mentioned, Almoez Ali, who's scored a lot of goals for them, and Afif as well is a big provider for them. But I think the creative spark for them always has been and always will be Hassan Al Haydos. He's key for them. But build up to the games, all the games have been playing with a 3-5-2 with 2 strikers, and he's changed it a little bit today, going with what looks like a 3-4-3, even though he's got 5 defenders. Why do you think he's gone with that?
I think there's 2 reasons. Obviously, everyone's watching around the world, and he has to put on a performance in the sense that, the onus is on them. But at the same time, you've got Pedro and Homan to kind of have this, to help from the wings, the front 3, to see if they can score a goal and put pressure. But at the same time, when they are defending, to kind of slot back into the back 3 to make a back 5, to kind of have that really strong foundation, so they're very hard to break down. That's for me. And you've got the 2 midfielders to stay in the middle, make sure there's no gaps. But I think it's the real pressure and defensive and positive and negative will be the 2 kind of wing backs joining in, helping the front 3.
Okay, we'll go back to Anand, and I think Anand will give us a bit more about the away team too. Possibly a bit early to start calling him Professor Pratt, but thank you, Pratt and Sol Campbell, for your insights on that one. And of course, this is the first ever lineup for Qatar in the World Cup. And the 2 men in firm focus, Wayne, are Akram Afif and Almoez Ali. And we often talk about the Aspire Academy, which is sort of given roots to this Qatari style of football, and Felix Sanchez also comes from it. And these 2 have benefited immensely from it. How would you expect them to perform at this stage? Because this is totally different from any challenge that they've had before, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for the 2 of them, I think to play your first World Cup game in front of your home fans is a huge occasion for them, and I'd like to see the 2 of them go out there.
Hello, ma'am. My mood crash. How no? I'm saying Uzudre. Magtang. May mula. Kanan.
Even for the players, Qatar is very, very important to try to play a good football. No stay at the back, because football is to enjoy, especially when you are on the field. So I repeat, but for the guys, it's very important
to play very good because they play at home, and when you play at home, sometimes